Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid.
Hello, my name is Samantha Campanello, and today I'll be discussing inclusion, differentiated instruction, and various behavioral supports that you can use within a classroom. It is essential to know different ways of teaching and managing a classroom because one method that may work for one student may not work for another. As a fair teacher, you always want to make sure you can provide the right tools and instructions for each student to thrive. As a teacher, you always want to be fair. And fairness is not giving everyone the same thing. Fairness is giving each person what they need to succeed. One example of this would be that if one student in a classroom needs glasses, you wouldn't give or expect every student to wear glasses, especially because it would hurt their eyes. Over the spring semester of 2016, I had the opportunity to observe a third grade ICT classroom in PS 193. PS 193 is located in Whitestone, New York, and the community served is 56% white, 23% Asian, 19% Hispanic, and 1% Black. Within these percentages, there are 12% special ed students and 11% English language learners. Within the third grade ICT class that I observed, there was a general education teacher, a special education teacher, and one paraprofessional. Out of the 24 students in this class, 9 of them had IEPs. 6 of those students have speech or language impairments, 2 have learning disabilities, and 1 student receives a para due to a health impairment. All of these students' disabilities were rated on a scale of mild to moderate. Now that you're familiar with the classroom I observed, I will jump into discussing what inclusion is. Inclusion is the educational practice where students with and without disabilities are learning together in a classroom. Students are able to learn at their own pace and style within a nurturing classroom. Teachers need to provide support for where the student is in their development so they have a chance for success in a classroom. Tons of research has proven that inclusion greatly benefits students with disabilities because with higher expectations and good instruction, they will learn and succeed in the classroom. This allows them to develop confidence in their abilities to interact with the world around them. Students are not only learning from the teachers, but from their peers as well. Having a diverse classroom teaches children about all types of differences, which helps develop positive understandings and friendships. Before I begin discussing differentiated instruction, here is an inclusion flow chart to see if inclusion is right for you or someone you know. In order for students with disabilities to succeed in an inclusive classroom, differentiation is so important. The teacher provides students with a range of activities and uses a variety of strategies for students with different abilities. There are 3 different elements that a teacher can differentiate in a classroom. Teachers can differentiate content, process, and product according to the student's readiness, interest, and learning profile in order to increase their growth, motivation, and efficiency. As a form of differentiated learning, group work was consistently used in the classroom I observed. Groups were generally mixed with different academic abilities, which supports learning from peers, problem solving, and social development. Since there are 2 teachers in the classroom, they are able to pull small groups to the back to target problems that the students had difficulty with. Co-teachers are also able to use parallel teaching for some lessons since there are so many ranges of academic abilities. This means that half of the class would be with the general ed teacher so they can move at an average to faster pace, and the other half would be with the special ed teacher so they can move at their own pace. In order to have successful group work, parallel teaching, and so much more, you need to make sure you have positive behavioral supports in the classroom. PBS is an approach used to manage behaviors through the environment and understanding what maintains a student's challenging behavior. In order to create an environment conducive to learning, the teacher needs to take a look at their classroom setup. Consider various seating arrangements and be sure that you are able to use proximity control. Keep in mind where the high traffic areas are because they are subject for misbehavior. This includes where the pencil sharpener may be and where the trash cans are located. and be sure your room is decontaminated and distractions are minimized. It is very important for the teacher to establish clear expectations and rules. Consistently reinforce these rules and use corrective feedback if the rules are broken. If the rules are broken, fair consequences must be implemented.
With that being said, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching.